y'all, welcome to my channel. So today we are doing 75 hard. This is the day one video of 75 hard. And so originally I had planned on just filming everything and at the end throwing a video together that kind of just takes you through the whole thing. And then I was like, screw that. Why don't I just do a video a week? I can give you guys a recap and kind of talk about like how I'm feeling about the program and like any feelings of enlightenment that I'm going through. And then if you guys decide you want to do it, you can watch the videos in sequence as you're going through the program too, so you don't have to be doing it alone. So day one, today is day one. So in full disclosure, I started this program a few months ago and I made it to day 14 and then I caught, I don't know if it was the flu, you guys. I'm not going to lie and tell you that I got tested or anything. I stayed home. I had a fever of 105 and I was dying for like 3 days. And it took me about 3 weeks of like coughing and just feeling crappy to start feeling like 100% again. So I made it to day 14 and then I almost died. Not literally, just the figuratively, like this was like the worst experience I've ever had. I've never been that sick before kind of thing. So since then I've tried a couple times to restart and I lost my momentum. But I am officially super excited, and full disclosure again, I'm going to be relying just a little bit on all y'all to keep me going this time. We are going to do this together. I'm going to be updating you guys, and that's going to keep me motivated because I'm not just doing it for me. And this video is going to be out there where all y'all can see it. So in a week when you're like, where the hell is Tabby? I'm going to have to come on and be like, I didn't make it. So hopefully that will be the extra motivation right now that I need to just kind of get in the groove of things. All right, so let's get into 75 hard. So 75 hard is something that was invented or created by Andy Frisella. I'll be honest with you guys, I do not know a lot about him yet. I've been slowly working on that. I listened to his Real AF podcast. I'm trying to figure out how to say this in a more PC way. And his MF CEO podcast. I've been going back and listening to those podcasts as well. And he's also on Instagram, so he gets on there a lot and gives like motivational, I don't know if you call real talk speeches. We'll call it that. So Andy Frisella, he created this program. So the idea of this program is not just to lose weight or just to be super healthy for a short period of time. It's actually to instill grit and to learn how to not want to do something. And instead of listening to those excuses in your head that are like, oh, it's raining, I don't want to go for a walk or whatever, like instead of listening to those, you just do it anyways and you learn how to not find those excuses anymore. So I don't want to put words in somebody else's mouth. So if you want to learn more about the intent of the program or you want to get some motivation about doing it, I'm going to put one of Andy Frisella's most recent podcasts down below. And it will tell you why he did it, what it's for, and it will also go through a lot of the things that I'm going to tell you in this video as far as what the guidelines for 75 hard are. So let's get into this. So 75 hard is obviously 75 full days, and you do 5 things. So number 1 is a diet, and the diet can be whatever you want, but it needs to be like an actual diet. So it could be keto, it could be vegetarian, it could be whatever, but it needs to be aligned with your goals. It can't just be, well, I'm not going to eat pizza anymore, but I'm going to eat all this other crap. It needs to be an actual healthy diet. So for me, what that is going to mean is I'm going strict paleo, except for one exception. I'm going to allow popcorn in my diet just because I love food and I have a really hard time with cravings, and so having something that's a little healthier for me, having that one option has significantly improved my cravings and my ability to not eat junk food. And then the other thing along with strict paleo is that includes no honey, no maple syrup, no agave nectar, no coconut sugar, none of that crap. The only sweetness I will be getting will be from actual fruit. So that is the diet portion. Also, I will not be counting any calories. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with counting calories. But for some people, myself included, I have to be careful about my relationship with food, and I tend to go towards extremes, and I don't want counting calories to put me in a negative relationship with food. I know that sounds crazy, y'all, but seriously, I know. So I'm not going to count calories. I'm going to keep it to eating healthy, whole foods, except I can have popcorn, but everything else is out of my diet. No dairy, no nothing. All right, diet is done. All right, so after diet is number 1. Number 2 is 1 gallon of water every day. So, a gallon of water every day. That's it, you guys. Just drink a gallon of water. I can tell you from the first time that I tried doing this, it's not as easy as it sounds. But yeah, it can be. I'm doing it so I can have like water, or I can have what I call soda, but LaCroix, or my Soda Stream, which doesn't have any like actual soda in it. It's just carbonated water, and sometimes I put a couple berries in it. So I'm counting that as well. But a gallon of water every day is number 2. So diet, water, 1 gallon. Number 3, progress picture. So progress picture is just how it sounds. I will be sharing my progress pictures with you because I'm not super shy about these things. I feel like body shaming is just kind of stupid. So why not just share where I am now, because one day I won't be there anymore. So my progress pictures will be taken in a sports bra and probably a pair of yoga pants. And with the yoga pants, I'm going to make sure that it's under my belly because I have that like mom belly thing going on. And so I want to document as that gets smaller. So that's my progress pictures. When I do progress pictures, I do a front picture and I do a side picture. And I would recommend you guys doing that as well because you can, in my experience from taking progress pictures, you can tell more from the side when you're losing weight rather than the front. The front takes a little longer, especially if you have most of your weight in your belly. But that's how you're really going to see your arms shrinking and your stomach shrinking is from the side. So front and side pictures are recommended by me. All right, so number 4 is 10 pages of a personal development book. So the way he explained this in the podcast is that it needs to be a physical book. I'm going to show you guys. So this is the first book I'm going for. Target for the win during this whole coronavirus crap. I tried to order a book off of Amazon and they're like, it'll be here in a month. And I'm like, no. Let me see what Target's got. And I got it in 2 hours. So done and done. And I didn't have to go in. So I'm reading Dave Hollis's new book. And one of the things that I did not realize until I listened to the most recent podcast is that he doesn't want you reading a digital book. And also no audio. So I knew no audio. But he wants you to be reading a physical book. So like a book. And he said the reason is that you get a sense of accomplishment as you're going through the book because you can actually see yourself getting towards the end of the book. And I could see that. I could see how having a physical book would provide motivation because you can see progress. And seeing progress, whether it's pictures or making it through a book, is extremely important because like right now I'm excited, right? 10 days from now, I'm going to be less excited. 25 days from now, I'm probably going to be like, I'm done with this. I'd like to go drink some alcohol and just enjoy my life and not do these things every single day, right? And so having things to look back on to motivate yourself again or to show you that you are making progress is extremely important. So even if it's just a book that you're reading, showing that you're getting to the end of that book is important. All right, and so number 5 is 2 workouts every single day. Each workout has to be 45 minutes, and one of the workouts has to be outside. So there are some stipulations for this. The workouts can be whatever you want. They are whatever you like doing, but also whatever your physical ability is. So some of you will be doing CrossFit, and some of you will be like, I'm going to stretch and do yoga because I have an injury, or because I can't work out every single day because I'm not that physically fit. You got to work with what you've got and in the parameters of what you're capable of, right? So there is one rule for the workouts that I did not realize until recently was a rule, and that is that you cannot do them consecutively. So you cannot do your first 45-minute workout of weightlifting and then go to your second 45-minute workout of running, right? They have to be at separate times of the day. So for me, what that's going to mean is I'm going to be doing some kind of beach body workout in the morning, and in that first 45 minutes, and those are usually only 30 minutes for me. And I'm going to transition directly from a Beachbody workout down to my garage and do a CrossFit workout, which is usually like 20 minutes. So that's going to be the span of my first workout, a Beachbody workout followed by a CrossFit workout. And then my second workout of the day is going to be a 45-minute walk. So I have Beachbody as more of like a warm-up, like a nice, it's morning and I don't want to do this kind of workout. CrossFit is a little harder for me, so on the days where I'm like, I can't do this, I'm going to spend 20 minutes stretching and doing mobility. And my afternoon workout will always be a run. So I'm giving you guys the parameters because I'm committing to this, and so I want to commit verbally to all of you so that I don't have to come back later and be like, oh, but I changed my mind on this. Because I feel like this is important, I promise. But I feel like you start giving yourself little loopholes, right? So you start saying things like, oh, well, on the weekends, I'll only do stretching, right? So that on the weekends, you only do stretching. And then you're like, oh, but maybe on Thursdays as well, stretching is a good idea, or I could just do yoga. And you start giving yourself outs to the point where you've talked yourself into not doing what you should be doing. So for me, it's important to, especially with diet. So like I start out by saying I'm strict paleo, and then I'm strict paleo with popcorn, and then I'm like, well, I don't have enough carbs, I want to do rice. And so having the parameters set, I would totally recommend that for all of you. Having very specific guidelines on what you're committing to and how you're committing, I think is extremely important. So that's why I'm telling you guys, I will not be running. I will be doing some kind of Beachbody workout followed by a CrossFit workout in the morning, and CrossFit or stretching because I cannot do CrossFit every single day because I get too sore and too tired. And then a walk every afternoon, and only a walk because I have chronic bursitis, and if I try to run for whatever reason, I always screw up my hip. And we don't want to get to where I can't work out. All right, so you have diet, you have a gallon of water, you have progress pictures, you have read 10 pages of a physical book, and then you have 2 45-minute workouts. One of them has to be outside, and they cannot be consecutive. All right, y'all. So that is it. Oh, and the last thing, and the most important, that is not specifically mentioned within those rules is no alcohol. No alcohol at all. So no weekend beers, no nothing, right? We are trying to be healthy and focus on living a lifestyle that allows for more productivity. And getting wasted on Friday night does not cause productivity on Saturday. It causes hangovers on Saturdays. So that is it, y'all. I'm really excited to be starting this. I have a hard time with grit. I'm usually pretty good for the first couple weeks, and then I get to where I lose the excitement, and when the excitement's gone, I start giving myself excuses as to why I don't have to do what I said I was going to do, right? So I'm hoping this will just knock that crap out. So if you guys are doing this with me, leave a comment down below. I'd love to interact with you guys. If you want to know more about 75 Hard, I will leave Andy Frisella's website so you can sign up for his emails and look at all of his stuff. I will leave his Instagram account. He has the template, so if you are a sticker, an X-off person like me, you can print out the calendar for 75 Hard. And then I will also leave the podcast, the most recent 75 Hard podcast that he did, so that you can get a full 1 hour session of like what this means and why he did it and what his guidelines are. I know a lot of us are in quarantine right now and we need a pick-me-up every day. So I promise no matter how bad things are for you right now, exercising every day, even if it's just going for a walk or doing circles around your apartment, whatever your particular situation is always going to make things a little better. So I will see you guys in a week with updates. I'm excited to do this. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And as usual, please subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.